Okay. So for this one, for the remaining time, I will start my discussion about carbohydrates. Dito tayo start kasi ito yung number one source of energy natin. So si carbohydrates, isa siya sa major biochemical substance in the body. So what do you know about carbohydrates, man? Sinabalaan ninyo about carbohydrates? Yes, Miss Malyari.
Pag abot sa carbohydrates, ma'am, is sa katong like sa ayupak naming, ma'am, like para ma-balance siya, kinahanglan niya og form more bonds, and then naa pa yung mga rules sa ayupak na siya jud ang main ano sa mga organic na compounds, ma'am. So, yun po.
Okay. So that is correct. Carbohydrates are organic substances, and definitely the naming will follow the IUPAC system, the IUPAC nomenclature, kasi organic substance siya. That is correct. Okay? So, ano yung magiging objectives natin for this lesson? Siyempre, we'll discuss the importance of carbohydrates in biochemistry. And then at the same time, we are going to discuss also the classifications of the different carbohydrate molecules. And we will also identify the functional groups since organic substance sila. So basically, we'll be talking about functional groups of these carbohydrate molecules, and we'll also talk about enantiomers of carbohydrate molecules. Enantiomer is a type of isomer. Pag sinabi nating isomer, these are two different chemical substances, but they share the same chemical formula. Ang kaibahan lang nila yung kanilang structure mismo, chemical structure. But when it comes to the chemical formula, kapareho sila. Okay, isomer. That's a type of isomer. But before that, let's talk about carbohydrates. Meron tayong general formula sa carbohydrate. Kaya nga siya tinawag na CHO. Kasi meron siyang carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And usually for carbohydrates, they follow this general formula CH2ON. N is the number of carbons. Okay? So for example, if it is a carbohydrate with two carbons, i-distribute mo lang yan sa class. Meaning yan, the final chemical formula for a carbohydrate with two carbons is C2H4, that's 2 times 2, and then O2. This will be the final chemical formula. So again, ano itong N? This one represents the number of carbon. So kung this time meron kang tatlong carbon sa iyong carbohydrate, ganyan. Again, i-distribute mo ha. Kapag walang number, pag walang subscript, please take note, that's automatically 1. Kaya, kung 1 times 3, that's C3. 2 times 3, that's 6. So, H6. And then, wala siyang subscript. So, automatic, that's 1. So, 1 times 3, that's also 3. So, this will be the final chemical formula of a carbohydrate with 3 carbons. So, general formula niya ito. Now, bakit tayo dito mag-start sa carbohydrate? Kasi carbohydrates are the most abundant and widespread organic substances in nature. So, tingnan natin ang ating environment, masyadong maraming carbohydrates na nag-exist, and they are very important na constituent ng mga living things. Okay? So, even in plants, nabubuo din ang carbohydrate through the process of photosynthesis. So, yung green plants natin, kailangan niya ng carbon dioxide, tapos water, pag-start yung kanilang photosynthesis, magpo-form yan siya ng carbohydrate. So, ang pinuproduce ng ating plants through photosynthesis is actually glucose. Pero sinustore nila yan sa plant body mismo in the form of starch. Okay, so this is our stored carbohydrates sa mga plants. Pero pag sinabing photosynthesis, ang mabubuo talaga una-una is the glucose. It's a carbohydrate. Okay, so that's how important carbohydrates are even in green plants. Okay, now aside from that, carbohydrate is our number one source of energy. Yan talaga ang pinakaunang pinagkukuhanan natin ng energy. And at the same time, meron tayong mga carbohydrates that are used as structural material, even in cells. Mabuo ang cell kapag meron yung certain carbohydrate na kailangan. For example, plants. Yung cell wall ng plants class contain cellulose. It's a type of carbohydrate. Okay, so structural material siya doon para makomplete, mabuo yung cell wall. Even sa mga bacteria, yung cell wall ng bacteria, meron yan siyang carbohydrate in the form of peptidoglycan. Yan yung name ng carbohydrate na nasa cell wall ng bacteria. Peptidoglycan. Ang nasa sa plants class, cellulose ha. Ay, wait, forward. Trace natin. Cellulose. Cellulose sa plants, sa bacteria, peptidoglycan. Okay? So, yung mga carbohydrates na ito, they build up what we call sugars. Okay? Pag sinabing sugars, they are carbohydrates. So, bakit naging number one source natin of energy ang carbohydrates? Ano ang mangyayari? So usually, ang kinukonsume natin na carbohydrates ay made up of glucose. Meron tayong mga complex carbohydrates like starch. We consider that as a complex carbohydrate. But inside the body, it will be broken down and the product is glucose. And glucose, kapag ka nakapasok ito sa cell mismo, nagbe-breakdown din siya. And the final product of the degradation of glucose inside the cell is the ATP. Kabaluman mo no, nga mauni ang atuang energy. Okay, so this is our number one source. Because of that, it makes ATP. Sige, okay lang. Balik lang kapag ka nawala. Alright? Sige. So, ito na yon. Our body utilizes sugar, particularly glucose. And glucose is converted to ATP inside the cell, in which ATP is our currency ng energy. Yan yung ginagamit natin na energy sa cell para mag-function siya. That is the reason why carbohydrate is our source. But we can get energy from the other biomolecules. It's just that karamihan talaga ng energy na nakukuha natin galing sa carbohydrates. Okay? So we have two major biological functions for our carbohydrates. Number one, we have storage from fuel. Okay? So glucose siya, usually ang kinukonsume natin, ginagawang glucose inside the body. Like kung magko-consume tayo ng starch, di ba kumakain tayo, starchy foods, rice contains starch. I-breakdown yan siya sa body and mahimo na siya glucose and then again, glucose will become ATP. So, meron tayong storage. Even yung liver natin stores glycogen. Yung glycogen, kapag hindi ka kumain, pwede siyang i-breakdown also. Pag na-breakdown siya, it will still become glucose. And glucose will be converted to ATPs. Okay? So, please take note, 1 gram of carbohydrates will give us 4 kilocalories of energy. It's our number one source of energy. And then I have mentioned a while ago, carbohydrates also function as a structural material, especially sa ating mga cells. Like for plants, they have cellulose. For us, yes, we have acid mucopolysaccharides in our cells, distributed in different cells of the body also. And we also have proteoglycans. Later na tayo mag-discuss ng proteoglycans kapag nag-isa-isa na tayo sa different types ng carbohydrates. But nevertheless, proteoglycan is a structural element. It's a carbohydrate. Okay, so how about other functions of carbohydrates? We have carbohydrates also that act as lubricant of our skeletal joints. Actually, yung mga mucopolysaccharides natin, pwede silang lubricant. For example, we have joints, no? So, inside, di ba, meron tayong fluid. Okay, so, yan yung mag-a-act as cushion kasi pag nawala yan, merong friction yung one bone to another bone, masakit yon. Okay? So, yung lubricant, yung fluid na nandyan, that is made up also of carbohydrate. And then, na-mention ko kanina, peptidoglycan is a carbohydrate which is a component of the cell wall of the bacteria. And then, meron din tayong carbohydrate na ginagamit as a soft cell coat in animal tissues. At the same time, they provide adhesion between cells para magkaroon ng adhesion yung one cell to another, carbohydrate pa rin yun. And at the same time, degradation products of our carbohydrate may act as promoters or catalysts. So, yung enzymes class, sabi ko kanina proteins yun, di ba? Pero that's just 90%. 90% of the enzymes are made up of proteins. The rest of the 10% can be lipids, it can be nucleic acids, and some of them are carbohydrates. So, meron din tayong enzymes class na carbohydrates. Pero ito yung lahat. This is just a summary ng lahat ng pwedeng functions ng carbohydrates sa body. It's just that the number one function is for the energy. Okay, now, as the metabolism of glucose, they supply the precursor for the biosynthesis of many biologic substances. So, di ba, ang glucose, mag-breakdown yan siya. And then the final product will be the ATP. But in between, meron pa yan siyang mga different metabolism products. And yung iba-ibang metabolism products of glucose can be used also to make other things. Okay? So for example, some of them will be converted into ribose. And ribose is a sugar used, diba, to make the RNA. Kaya nga siya tinawag na ribonucleic acid kasi galing siya dyan. And then DNA also. DNA, D means deoxyribonucleic acid. So, definitely galing pa rin siya sa ribose. So, again, ito yung ibig sabihin yan, na the metabolism of glucose will give us metabolites or products that are used to make other substances also. This is an example. And then, degradation products of our carbohydrates can be used to make other substances such as fatty acids, cholesterols, and amino acids. Ito yung reason, class, bakit kahit hindi fatty foods, kahit hindi foods that are rich in cholesterol yung kinakain natin, tumataba pa rin tayo. Like rice, atong daghanon og kaon, tumataba tayo kasi yung mga degradation products ng mga carbohydrates na yan, pwede siyang i-convert into fatty acids, and then the fatty acids will be used to make fats. Yan yung nasostore sa ating adipose tissues, and yan yung reason bakit tayo tumataba. O kaya bakit dumadami ang cholesterol sa ating body. Okay? Pwede din naman siyang gawing amino acid. Right? And then, yung gatas natin, kung hindi man kanin, pwedeng gatas. Gatas is also a very good source of carbohydrate, especially the lactose. Yan talaga yung major sugar or major carbohydrate sa gatas. Okay? So, that's the principal sugar of milk in lactating mammary gland. Yan din naman ang sugar sa mga, formula milk. or even yung mga Bear Brand na yan, mga powder, that is still the sugar, the lactose. Right? So, yan yung source ng energy natin kapag milk ang kinu-consume natin. Any question or clarification? May gusto kayong itanong? Pero pag sinabi natin kanin, bread, anong meron dyan? Starch. Starch talaga ang meron dyan, class. Tapos inside the body, starch will be broken down into glucose and then glucose will become ATP. That's the pathway. Pero kung for example, di ka kumain ng bread, hindi ka kumain ng kanin, anong kinonsume mo? Fruits. Fruits do contain sugar in the form of fructose. And fructose may be broken down into ATP also. Some of them will be converted to glucose, pero ganun pa rin yun. Pag naging glucose siya, it will become ATP. So, fruits are rich in carbohydrates and yan yung reason now na dili po ka pwede magpasubra og fruits class. Fruits are, kanang important part of our diet, pero dili pwede magpasubra. Basig mukaon ka dihag rambutan, isa ka bukag, ikaw rin mukaon. O kaya, isa ka sipi nga saging, ikaw rin hurot. That's sobra-sobra already. And you will have a lot of this in your body. Ang sobra ana, kadi man ka maglihok, it will still become glucose. Okay? Okay lang kung naglihok ka, it will give you ATP, pero kung hindi, iso-store ito, pwede siyang maging fats. Alright? Na-disconnect. Okay lang. Any question? Kaya yung mga diabetic people class, yeah, we recommend in their diet no na included ang fruits, pero hindi pwedeng sobra. Kasi it will add up to the sugar in their body. Pwede pa rin siyang maging cause na tumaas yung blood sugar nila. Yung blood sugar, by the way, we are talking about glucose. This is our physiological sugar. Ito talaga yung ating sugar sa body. The glucose. Ito, fructose, this is the fruit sugar. Okay, tapos yung lactose kanina na sinabi ko, yun yung milk na sugar. Kanya-kanya yan sila. Pero pag kinain natin yan inside the body, all of them will become glucose. And it will be converted into ATP. Pag hindi mo siya ginamit, dito siya papunta. Fats. So, lahat yan nakakataba. So, hindi pwede na sobra-sobra yung ating kinoconsume. Yung inom kag milk tea, no? Milk tea na milk. Sugar. Tapos napunta siya ay sucrose. By the way, yung ating table sugar, kanang asukal mismo na ginagamit nato, we call that sucrose. That's another type of carbohydrate. So, inside the body, pag nag-breakdown yan, dito pa rin yan papunta sa glucose. Okay? So, kana sila tanan sa glucose na sila padulong. Yeah, sobra-sobra itong ginakonsume. Ikaw nagkanon, nag-milk tea, tapos ang sudan bihon, grabe na yun na. Glucose na siya tanan inside. So, matingalat ang mga nambuk ta. Kaya itong gikaon tanan, carbohydrates. Makalimot magud tanong sa atong lesson tong elementary tanga go, grow, and glow. Kaya siya sa elementary tinuturo kasi that is the basic. Pero mahirap siyang i-balance. Itong ginakaon pirmi carbohydrates. Muna nga daghag ma-store sa ato ang body. Wa may pangutana? Dili ko magsugod sa classification ha, pamabitin ko sa time. Sunod na next meeting.